Capricorn, hi. I feel you guys' energy. I just want you guys to know you're gonna be alright, okay? Y'all are gonna be alright. I feel your energy. It's crazy. I do feel you. I feel you. You're gonna be alright. Because I feel like even if everything is fine in your connection, which I feel like for a lot of you guys, there are things happening in your connection. Like, I feel like saying it's alright before like caused you to be in a bad cycle you didn't want to be in, and you're really not trying to do that again. So I feel like saying it's all right is kind of like that might even trigger some of you guys, or it might like minimize what it is, but it's like you can be okay, you know. So Capricorn, welcome to the channel. Okay, I had to get that out really quick. Remember to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. If that's something you've been thinking about doing. And we might have extended reads for this sign today, for this particular reading. And if there is an extended read, it's down below in the description bar, okay? And if not, then it's fine. I'm going to start filming the weeklies tomorrow. So you're going to start getting your weeklies. And with the weeklies, there usually is a extended. But, you know, there's plenty of opportunities to get extended, you guys. Because I know some readings, you know, whatever. But that's why we flow with spirit. So you guys, let's have a look at your situation. The reading on YouTube is always general. that doesn't mean it should resonate. It should resonate. It should resonate. If it's not resonating, you know what I'm saying? But it should resonate. But if you want a reading that pertains specifically to you, and like a private reading that's specifically for you, because, you know, you can check the description bar down below. It's a little bit further down, a little bit, and it's the link to my website, so you can get the personal monthlies, which a lot of people have been ordering. I'm going to get back to you guys. I'm sorry. If I'm not 100%, I don't want to be helping people. You know what I mean? I don't want to be doing readings for people. So yeah, just, you know, give me a few days to get to all you guys. See you guys. But yeah, you can get the personal monthlies. And then also the live readings, the half hour and the full hour readings, those are still available. I don't take everybody that reaches out to me, because sometimes it's like, you just got to vibe and like, you're all right. But like, you're worrying, but you're all right. You know what I mean? So you don't need to spend that money and do that because you're good. But some people I answer because they need the messages, or they need the guidance, or they were sent here by their ancestors, or they were guided here. So understand that, and please know I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love all of you guys. I can't do anything if I don't love it. If I don't love people, I can't help them. I can't be near them. I can't even care. So I just want you guys to know that I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys help me heal in the same way as like the readings help you guys heal. You guys help me heal and stuff too. So I really appreciate you guys. And I appreciate all you guys who really support this channel and who have been for years. There's people who's been supporting this channel for years. And I appreciate you guys, because you guys really showed up and showed out. When I started doing the extended reads, y'all really showed up. And I forgot. I didn't know. I didn't know. But now I know. So Capricorn, I love you guys. Just wanted to take a minute. Let's have a look into your love life, into your connection, into your situation. It doesn't matter where you're at right now in love. If you're a body and you're a person, then you have a love life. Doesn't matter if you're single or not. Okay. So let's have a look at that. And, you know, when you're in a connection with your twin flame, whether you're connecting with them physically or not, they're with you in 5D, especially when you're getting ready to meet them and you told spirit you wanted to meet your person. And then, oh, by the way, for those of you guys going through a heavy time, just ask God to lift your burdens, lift your worries, lift it. Just ask God. You have to say it though, because then he can't really pull up or do anything. Because that's what I got right before. Like before I came on, they were like, you need to tell Capricorn that, because some of y'all are really suffering. Some of you guys are going through stuff, and it's like childhood trauma, but you're like afraid it's gonna repeat itself, type of energy, or it's kind of coming. You know what I'm trying to say? And you just need to ask God to lift your burdens. Seriously, sometimes you just gotta ask God. You know, like when I was younger, I used to like, I don't know why. I think it was Christianity. I just kind of felt like I'm not asking God. And that was really dumb. That I was really stupid, you know. But it's all right, you learn. So, but I knew you should ask God, but I was just like, why? He's gonna mess it up. But you know, he's not gonna mess it up. So ask God, because you guys are carrying some weight, and it's understandable, and it's really sad. I'm hearing you're not pathetic. It's sad that you even had to go through that. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But just ask God, because it's not your fault, and you're gonna go towards your wish fulfillment. You're getting towards your wish fulfillment. You might not be able to see right now. You might though. You might be like, I really want my wish fulfilled, but some of you guys is really looking at the stuff that caused you to not have it, and it makes you really upset, and it's very heartbreaking, because I feel like I'm hearing disempowered. You guys were really disempowered, and you know, fuck those people. But ultimately, those people who disempowered you, they were disempowered. So it's a need to understand the cycle of life. But you don't need to understand the cycle of life if that's not what you want to do. But you definitely need to understand you and love you, okay, whether you want to or not, because you owe yourself that. You know what I mean? You owe yourself that. And that's like the easiest, that's the best thing in the world. It's not always the easiest thing in the world, but it's the best thing in the world. Nothing's better than loving yourself. All right. So right now in your connection, you guys are you're having a come to Jesus moment, but you're kind of understanding things from a different perspective. Your mindset is expanding and broadening. You're getting a lot of wisdom, Capricorn, about the past, about reasoning, and you're about understandings as well. I'm hearing Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. Okay. But you're seeing things and you're kind of understanding things, but I feel like it's because you're surrendering, and because you're finally letting yourself to surrender to your love life, to your connection right now. That's why you're understanding, because I feel like you're getting downloads about this person that you never understood before, or you're understanding why things in this connection didn't work, or why things were slow or whatever. And it's a very valid, I feel like the reason is it's too valid. It is too fucking valid. I feel like y'all both needed healing, but there was a need that both of you guys need to see something from a different perspective. Like this person's father wounds. I'm also hearing mother wounds and your father wounds, Capricorn. That was an issue that would have been a big problem if y'all didn't understand things different. Okay, because I feel like a lot of you guys are already connecting with this person, but there's been issues, there's been delays, there's been things that have been slow, whatever, and you've been like, so why? Like, what is it about me or whatever? And like you're realizing that actually this was a good thing. This was for the happiness of your connection, because I'm hearing this person had they still have it, a bad habit, and you have wounds and stuff that would create a really toxic dynamic. It wouldn't be the dynamic that you were wanting. Like, I'm hearing Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like, it would have been very either two-faced or like in a way split energy, but in the sense that you guys would both be trying to get each other, like how Mr. and Mrs. Smith was, but you would ultimately end up loving each other in the end. I mean, isn't that how it goes? I've seen the movie years ago. I might watch it again soon though, because that was a really good movie, but it would have ended up being fine in the end, but I feel like it would have been really hard for you guys, and there would have been a lot of confusion. There would have just been a lot of hearsay, a lot of just like, oh, and there was a need to surrender, because this is how you guys will have this happily ever after. This is how you guys will have this happy family that you dream of. It's through the time apart that was spent apart. It's through looking at things from a different, I'm hearing this is going on for years, looking at things from a different perspective and understanding things the other way. If you and this person did not go through this, it would have been a very toxic relationship, a really bad relationship. And I feel like you guys, when you first were going through this situation or all these changes, you need to know that you're divine masculine. Their energy was pushing you and pulling you and kind of making you see things differently. But I feel like on the other end of the token, their energy or your energy was making them see things differently too. Because before you guys met, before you guys went through a change that put you in that hangman situation or put you guys in separation, but it feels like we can just say it's a hangman situation. You're just hanging upside down. You have these feelings for this person, you love each other, but there's just these things that are in the way, or you can't control them. It's these outside factors that you can't control, but cause such a they cause such a division, but at the same time it's so enlightening. But it's like when you're really desiring what it is that you want to get, or when you really are fearful of what you've lost, because sometimes the hangman takes. Yeah. It does. The hangman, don't joke, it's smooth, but that's why you shouldn't play with Pisces, because that's why. You know what I'm saying? Because some people get thrown into the hangman situation or hangman energy and it sucks. It sucks. You know what I mean? But you're playing games with Pisces energy, because you get the signs and synchronicities that tell you to vibe out. And if you're not vibing out, it means you're not, it means you're fucking with Neptune, basically. And you're saying Neptune is not nothing. So then Neptune will play games back. So that's why sometimes you get caught up in the hangman energy, you get an injury and it's oh snap, and then you're in the hangman. Or you're in a connection with somebody, and this is when the hangman is sweet. You're in a connection with somebody and y'all can't see each other, but y'all love each other and you can't understand. But instead of fighting it, you're just going within. And so the hangman will be mad sweet. And so maybe you'll have times where you guys are coming together, but then you go in separation, you're coming together. And I feel like most of you guys, y'all was really sweet to the hangman. And that's why you're happily ever after is coming true, because you didn't fight this. When you fight the hangman, or you're disrespectful to whatever this energy is, or you resisting it or whatever, the hangman will trip you up. It might break a bone, might not, you know what I mean? But it'll trip you up because you're tripping yourself up because you're playing games with Neptune because that's what you thought. And I feel like for those of you guys, some of y'all who went through this, it was really crazy, but y'all was playing games with Neptune is what I'm hearing. So you had something happen and it changed your life. I feel like the course of your life shifted, Capricorn. A lot of you guys, especially, I'm hearing 10th house. So when it comes to your career, your finances, your whatever, what your dreams and stuff, that it switched it up. Like I feel like you had other things and it's, you know what I'm saying? Or you would make plans for the future and every time, or you would try to do stuff in your career and it will always backfire, or you would try to do stuff for like how, like, the outside world. And, basically it's how the world views you. And the way the world viewed you, you went from being somebody that the world viewed in one way to being the other way. Like the hangman don't play games. And that's why I'm glad I always loved psychics when I was little, and I loved witchy movies and I loved astrology. I didn't know I was a psychic. I would just predict. I didn't know what that was, but I didn't know, and also puberty plays a part in it too. But I'm glad I used to like it, and I'm glad I never had a problem with intellectually impaired people. And I always kind of respected. I always felt like people, like we needed to be nicer to them as a society, and we needed to do more for them. Because when the hangman flipped me up, and I started seeing things different, I realized I was glad I was kind to those people, because that's why it was smooth. But when it first switched up, it was crazy. But it was smooth. You know what I mean? It was crazy. It was like, that's insane. And then it was smooth. Because you can't play games. And that's the reason why, is because that's why you can't be that hard on things. You can be if you want to, but it blows up in your face when it's your turn to understand that. And you were mad hard on other people for that. And so you got that shame, and I feel like some of you guys, you're confronting where you've had like some shame, and maybe you wouldn't take part in certain things, but now you're understanding how those things were actually mad valid. And they were mad fun to do, but you were blocking yourself off, because I feel like there's just a need for you to understand something about your person, but something about your happiness that I feel like you put it on the back burner, like you don't take it seriously, or you kind of feel like shameful of it, like you judge people who do it. I'm hearing sex. Okay. But you're realizing how that is something that's really important to you, and it's something that you really, I'm hearing, you need. Maybe it's just an earth sign thing. Earth signs are dealing with that, but Taurus isn't. Virgo is dealing with that energy, and so are you, where you're understanding how certain things in a relationship that you once thought of as stupid or selfish, or maybe you had some trauma go on when you were young, so you never wanted to do that, or it made you, it soured the way you looked at it. You're releasing that slowly through this hangman energy. You're releasing it, and it's because that is a part of your twin flame journey. And I'm also hearing that that's actually something that your twin flame enjoys and they like, or makes them happy, or it's something that the two of you guys like. It's not like it's something that like it's like their whole lifestyle and you're changing to fit their lifestyle, but it's like they're changing to fit your lifestyle. Because this person, I'm hearing some crazy stuff about them, and I feel like I can't say that on YouTube. I feel like I can't say that on YouTube, okay? Because this person, they would have violated your boundaries. That's the least I will say. That's the most I'm gonna say. Well, that's the least I'll say. They would have violated your boundaries, okay? Because the way this person was before and their upbringing, it made them kind of harsh and in that way. So, and they're like that, okay? So they needed to go through certain things and understand certain things about you, about family, about home, about nurture and nature, so that they don't play games with you and end up, getting caught up. Because this person, that's how it would have happened for them, especially if they're divine masculine energy and they abuse that energy. Because I feel like for you guys as divine feminines, a lot of Capricorns, I'm hearing you did abuse it, but like not really. You know what I mean? Like not really. But you've seen people abuse it and you kind of felt like, oh, I could abuse it. But this person, they used to abuse divine masculine energy. And the crazy reactions happen, and when people are abusing that energy. So, and I hope you can catch my drift. I think you can. And I feel like that would have got you, but both of y'all caught up. That would have got the both of y'all like, you know what I'm saying? That would have made it a problem because that would have triggered their wounds. They would have triggered your wounds first. I feel like this person, they would have triggered your wounds by not being a divine masculine or by not doing certain things. And then you would have triggered their wounds by doing what you normally do. Okay. Which is mad selfish, but that's how you were. And that's fine to be. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. When I say mad selfish, I just mean selfish. I'm not putting you down. Words used to just be words before people started tainting them. And I love words. So I just use whatever words I want to use. But I understand that sometimes it triggers people. And that's not what I'm here to do. Sometimes that's what I'm looking to do, but I'm not here on this platform to do that. Okay. But I feel like that would have really caused a problem. Because some of y'all, your distorted feminine energy, when you're abusing divine feminine energy, it's fucked up. But this person, it's equally just as fucked up when they're doing that for divine masculine energy. You know what I mean? It's just as messed up. It is. There was a need to see things different because I feel like you had to see it from their perspective, but not exactly in their perspective. But they had to see it in your perspective. But I'm hearing kind of like exactly in your perspective, but yeah, but not really, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, because I read feelings. All right. So I can't. Why didn't you have the words? I don't have it. You didn't give it to me. You too anxious. I can't pick it up off of you, honey. I'm just joking, you guys. I'm messy. Hi, I'm messy. What's your name? All right. So, okay. So this still wants to come out on the Hangman energy. This is transforming. You're going through a change. I feel like there's something like that you found out about your person. Or something, yeah. Like I feel like you found out about some habit that they have that it's something that you really always said you didn't want anything to do with, and it would cause a division. And I'm feeling like this person, they always knew that would cause a division. That's why they hid that, and that's why I'm hearing they were so distant because it was a really serious. It's a bad problem. It's really bad. I'm hearing you would have got knocked upside your head a couple times. Like that's what I'm hearing. I'm sorry. But I'm not, because that's the message I channeled. But now they're not. But I'm also hearing like for a lot of you guys, that's spiritual. It's like spiritually knocked outside of your head because you would have had like a realization, or they would have shocked you with certain things that they would have done or said. But I feel like you needed to know this because I feel like if there's a separation between you and this person, whatever there is, but I feel like there is in some way a separation, whether it's a separation in the difference of opinions, difference of time, like you're not able to meet up time, or there's just a lot of like blockages, confusion, stopping, starting. It feels very, the reason for that, because you feel like you're just like, well, so why am I being punished? You're not being punished. The reason for that is because this person, they needed to understand, you needed payback. Okay. And they needed to understand something about give and take. So did you though, but so did this person. They really needed to understand something about give and take. And yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in the recent past, they need a healing too. But in the recent past, and they're gonna give you something that you deserve this week. You're getting something you do, something that you like your good deeds are coming back to you. In the recent past, they healed this. And this connection was healing. That's why you guys, I feel like if you guys spent some time apart, I feel like if you really triggered this person, they kind of switch into a mode and it's like very scary. But that's what makes them divine masculine. Because I feel like or divine feminine, because some of you guys watching this, you know what I mean. But I feel like but the divine feminine energy, when you switch divine feminine energy on, it's over. When you switch it on, and that's why it doesn't really matter, but it's just like, but the two of you guys want certain things, you know what I mean? So it's like, and also some of you guys are carrying burdens about whatever this is, because I feel like if you guys didn't carry the burdens, like then you wouldn't even trigger or activate it, you know. But it's just that you guys are burdened, because I feel like divine feminine energy, if you push divine feminine energy, it's capable of anything, and it'll smile on your face while doing it too. So it's not like that's not supposed to scare you either. Like I hope you're not scared. I hope you're not scared, because it wouldn't do anything to you anyways. Like your ancestors will clap back regardless, so it wouldn't even really matter. And I'm hearing your ancestors have already clapped back, baby. They have been on it, honey bun. They have, honey bun. They've been on it. And I feel like yeah, they have. But I feel like the both of y'all needed some healing, because it was crazy, and you needed to get in touch with your emotions, but so did they. This person really needed healing. I'm also hearing Mary. I feel like there was somebody here whose name is Mary. You needed healing too. Like your emotions. Oh, this had an upgrade. This did. And it's the love that you guys have for each other. This is pure love. This is that crazy couple, but this is that crazy couple that they know they're crazy, but they want to do better. they want to do better, and they want to help people, and they want people to be happy too, because they're healed emotionally. But I feel like you guys have a lot of synchronicities together, and in healing and taking this time apart, you recognize it, and the divine masculine recognized it in the feminine, the masculine. But recognizing how that's within them and within their, I'm hearing bloodline, and vice versa. This is a lot. And so I'm hearing a period apart. So if you guys were apart in the recent past, I'm hearing you're coming out of it. You are. But I feel like this is the recent past energy where you guys spent I'm hearing days apart, 4 days. Some of you guys weeks. But it's like, it has to do with communication. So 4 days of non-communication. Or, you know, some time, 4 weeks, even some of you guys, even 4 months. Everybody's different. But ultimately, this time was needed to rest and recoup and heal from this trigger. You and this person, you guys have been through a lot in your life, and a lot of things happened to you that was like, but why? You know, like you were like, but I didn't do nothing, but why is it happening? You know, and it's true. And so that made you guys kind of like a little angry, kind of crazy in a way, and hurt, and you know, just kind of not really understanding things, like feeling away, being told to feel differently, and then seeing things outside of you making you feel bad or making you feel like, so what the fuck, whatever. And I'm hearing that's why you're being encouraged to just embrace yourself, because I feel like that's the most healthy thing you can do for people, is fully embrace yourself and not try to act like you're happy when you're not, you know? That's why I don't come on here, and if I'm in a bad mood and I want to say fuck you, I'll say fuck you, because I don't want to put that out there that it's like, oh, you can say stuff and I don't care. That does affect me. That hurts my feelings. It really does. It hurts my inner child. And I don't like when people hurt kids. That's why I be coming for y'all. That's why I come for you, because I don't like people who hurt kids. I don't like it. I'm an empress. I don't like that shit. It really sends me. I don't even know how I become. I just become something different. So you guys, have that energy inside of you, or you're connecting with the divine feminine. But even if you're divine masculine, you have that energy within you, and it's awakened. And that's what's happening right now. But a part of being that divine feminine, divine masculine energy, but divine feminine energy embraces her inner children easily, swiftly. She embraces them. It might not be easy in the beginning to embrace it, but she embraces it once she accepts it. That's why she That's why she has a problem with it. Then she's like, oh, that was dumb. Like, oh, my bad. And then she stops doing that. You know what I mean? So right now, the two of you guys, you're nurturing this connection. And this person, they see you as a divine feminine. They just see you. They know that you're special. They just know. They know that this connection is special. And I'm hearing, that's why they're changing. That's why this person wants to change. I feel like before this, they never thought that they needed to change, and they didn't want to change. Even when they were dating you or they were with you, they didn't have any intention to changing, and they were going to be that way. Yes. I'm hearing Taurus. But they're realizing that that's stupid because that's not going to make you happy. And also, I feel like what they're not realizing about you is that your energy is just going to combat it anyways and cause problems. And they're realizing how they've had a lot of, I'm hearing financial problems. They've had a lot of financial, and the financial problems, they come from them messing around with you. That's where it comes from. Them messing around with you. It's literally, I'm hearing your ancestors. You don't have to do nothing or say nothing. They're going to get you. They're going to get it for you. So I feel like they're realizing your value and your worth and your potential, not even your potential, your value. It's not even, you don't have potential anymore. You're it. That's it. This is graduated. What do you want to do now? And even though they were fine with this, because this has been something they have always, like since they were a little boy or a little girl, they have always done this. And it's like something that they need to embrace in themselves and like not be shameful, because in them having shame, it makes it worse. The fact that they have shame over this, it makes it worse. And I feel like whenever you abuse it, then they want to abuse it, and it's bad. But I feel like once there's shame there. There's shame here. That's why. The only problem here is the shame. You got to release your shame. If you're watching this, release the shame that you have over certain things. Yeah, this is definitely a read that they're like, it's an extended read because there's certain things that you just can't say here on this platform. But it's certain things that this person, I'm hearing the S word, that they need to like deal with the shame of that. And I feel like you do too. You do too. Because it's that shame. That's what would cause the problems. Because divine connection is not about telling this person what to do or telling you what to do either. It's about embracing yourself more fully. And that's what this person is recognizing and realizing. And that's what you are too. Because this person, they're realizing your worth. And you're gonna see, because I feel like you've been fucking shit up in their life. You didn't even know. You didn't even know. You was fucking shit up in their life. You didn't even know. And they're gonna realize that they need to nurture you and that they need to not play games. Because if you want to play games with the divine mother, you're gonna meet the divine father. Because especially if you're sitting in your divinity, and I feel like Capricorn, that's what you need to do. Stay in your divinity. Stay true to you, because the divine masculine energy from above, that divine father, because if that divine masculine that's married to you or with you is not treating you right, the divine father steps in and he fucks that nigga up, and that's how it goes. And my bad, I'm sorry for cursing. I'm sorry. Okay? But he pulls up and he fights. And that's why he's getting in on your person. That's why he's been getting, because I feel like you've been like, so why? Because you've been wondering, but what's going on? Why is it that? Because they've been telling you stuff, and that's why. They abuse divine masculine energy, but it's in a way that you do too. You abuse divine masculine energy and you abuse divine feminine energy. But it's not like you're being awful. It's like you're not embracing yourself fully. And in you not embracing yourself fully, you're abusing divine feminine energy. Because the reason why you didn't embrace that about yourself was because you were, you felt shame. You felt like that was a shameful act. That's what you were taught. And that you were abusing your divinity. You were. So, and I feel like there's a way that's why I always say relax, because there's a way that sometimes you move and you be attracting certain things into your life that you don't deserve, really. You really don't deserve it. That's awful. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's like you attracted it because you're like, in one way, it's like your femininity is saying one thing, but it's like you're going, even though your femininity, and so you attract things you don't like, you can't understand it, but that's a picture of what's going on inside of you. And that's why I always say vibes, cartel, chill, because if you're moving and it's like, what I'm saying, like, you're moving, but you're not ready to move, or the divine feminine energy inside of you is not going nowhere anyways, you're going to create a lot of stuff. Especially when you're warring with yourself and you're mad at yourself and yourself is mad at you back for being mad at yourself, you're going to create a lot of shit you don't like. And some of the things you don't like, you're not going to be able to handle it. And that's facts. You're not going to be able to handle it. know I was saying something, but I've taken a minute. All right. So in this person's conscious thoughts, they're thinking about marrying you. They're thinking about being with you. They're thinking about how they're gonna do it, but they're also frustrated with it because this person, there is some truths. Like they know that they need to stop doing certain things. You know, there's just certain things that this person knows that they just can't do with you. And it's not like they're frustrated because they want to do it to you, but they can't. It's like they're frustrated that they just can't, they can't give it up. You know, they're frustrated that it's something that's so hard for them to move on from. But it's just something that they need to embrace about themselves. It's like, okay, you know what? You have a bad temper, you know? We're okay. You know what? You do this, you do that. It's fine. Your divine feminine will accept that, embrace that about you. They will. And if they don't, then that's just not the woman you're supposed to be with. And people forget a lot of times men need that advice. You know, a lot of times men are the ones who need to hear that the most. Because sometimes men stay in relationships that's not good, you know, because, they, you know, whatever. And they just feel like, oh, I need to be a good person. Da, da, da. And then they got all these emotional issues because they're with a woman who's not divine and who's not for them and who's pretending and like hiding the fact that she doesn't have feelings for him, because that happens so much. And so, and that's what's frustrating this person. It's like they're kind of feeling like they're realizing that some people just didn't love them, and it's very frustrating for them because they're realizing that you accept them. Because I feel like whatever this is, I feel like you kind of have a feeling about this, or like they've kind of they switch off on you, and but like the way you react to it, it's like you're understanding, but at the same time you don't like it. But so they are like, okay, they never wanted to change for other people because they felt like, well, they deserve it, but they feel like you don't deserve that treatment. So that's frustrating for them because now they have to change. But it's not like this person doesn't want to change. It's just like this person's like, so but then why did that happen? And so now it's making them confront stuff. You know, this, I'm hearing this engagement, it's making them confront stuff. It's making them confront certain situations where there was differences of opinions or people took actions that they didn't agree with, you know. Things were done that, you know, maybe they said certain things that, you know, whatever, whatever. And I feel like there's certain things that this person secretly feels bad about or secretly is overwhelming them. And I'm hearing these things that they've done or said to you. They like are now looking at it and they're realizing that that was wrong. You know, like they're realizing that that actually made them feel really defeated. And I'm also hearing that it kind of hurts you too. Like it was shocking for you, but I don't think you processed it. Or I feel like whatever it is that this person does, you recognize it as limiting, but you also, I'm hearing like you're powerful. So it's like, you know how bullies pick on certain people? They only pick on certain kids for a reason because they know that those kids, whatever. But I feel like whatever this is, it's like that can't hurt you anyways. And it's not something that you seem, it is something that's like, it's like it's a range of different things. It's not something that they wouldn't like or that you wouldn't, it's not something that it's not something you would put up with. And that's just it. Okay. So it's not like it's not like you're going to be crying about it, but you're also not going to get revenge on it, but you also are not going to take them seriously because of it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and so it's like, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh my God, why would you change? You're just going to be like, okay, you know, you're just going to dip. You could take your actions that you normally take and you go move shit and start stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so either way, either way, it wouldn't work for them. They wouldn't have the reaction they think about the future of after having done that. Oh my God, I'm getting a feeling of something that happened. And you guys are needing to embrace that something did happen between you and this person because they know that it happened too. They know that it happened too. And they're getting the strength to reach out to apologize. They know that they need to apologize about this. Oh my God, it's awful. But I feel like it wasn't like, I feel like it's something that like, it was quick is what I'm hearing, that it's like you couldn't even really say that wasn't like whatever, but it was kind of it was a little blurred. And I don't think you deserve that. I really don't think you deserve it. And this person's realizing that you did not deserve that. Okay. This is odd. It's odd. But it's also it's sad, but it's also something that with the karmic situation, you would have pulled off on, like you wouldn't have even attracted a karmic like this. But it's interesting that your twin flame is like this. It is, because I feel like this is the kind of energy you've avoided from karmics, but it's not the kind of energy that you full on avoided from karmics. You know, it's like, you know, certain karmics in your life, like you was like, I'm not going to be with a dude like that, you know, but maybe you was raised around dudes like that. And you was just like, okay, that's just what it is. I'm growing up, but once I can pick for myself, I'm not dealing with that. And then you picked, and then they're like that. And you're like, what the fuck? You know, like what? But that's why it's good that you didn't worry about it, because the hangman came through. And I feel like this was a hangman situation that you guys didn't even know you were being hung up on. You didn't even know. You had no clue. You felt like, okay, like whatever, but you also felt like he's not gonna do shit to me, or like she's not gonna do nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Because you already knew that, you know, you was gonna fight, or you knew what the power you had, you know. But at the same time, it would be upsetting. It would be upsetting, and it's something that you wouldn't want to move on from this person. I feel like it's making you take a look at certain connections, and you're realizing that some relationships that were really bad that you would judge when you was younger, you're realizing that actually, like, you should stop judging them. You know, because sometimes people end up in connections that's not healthy like that. And I feel like some of you guys, whatever this is, you were like encouraged by your ancestors, by spirit, by the universe, but it's by your ancestors to like kind of like understand this stuff like this, and to not judge stuff like that. You know what I mean? But to understand it, because it's in your understanding, and it's in the education that you've had about whatever this is. Because you guys have had an education about this. You know what this is. And so it's through understanding, and also through seeing other women live through it, because I feel like you watch people live through it too. You have a graduated understanding of it that you couldn't even really attract it in, which is why I'm surprised you attracted this in. I'm surprised. I'm just as surprised as you, because I feel like you guys, you know what this is, and you're like, oh my God, but why do I still love them? It's weird because you're like, but why do I still love them? But it's like, this is stuff that you're supposed to deal with, and it's stuff that you're supposed to overcome, because you're supposed to realize that you're good. That's what it is. That's, if life is a game, that's the game. The end is you're good. And you're good, you know. So yeah, but what, it's still crazy for you. You don't want to go through it, but I'm hearing you already went through it though. Like you gone through this sort of thing. Like I'm hearing your ex, or like I'm hearing your brother, like your family, they were like that. So, but you didn't want to be like that. But I feel like your twin flame, they just like, you know, what attracted you to them was like kind of how they were. And you felt like because they were that way, they couldn't do that, or they wouldn't do that to you, but you're realizing that they do that. And I feel like it's like you're kind of like needing to you're gonna have a victory though. You're gonna see. And this is gonna extend. Even though I'm like, I don't want to extend it, it's gotta extend. You're gonna have a victory in it, because you're gonna open up a pathway. And I feel like this is making you embrace yourself more fully. We're gonna look more deeply into this, because we gotta talk about this, you guys. This is like, I just had a major realization about this person. Major. Oh my God. And why this person is so withdrawn. I feel like this person, they withdraw from the world, and they withdraw from you a lot. And now you're understanding why. And it's like really triggering for you, because I'm hearing it makes you want to run. It does make you want to run. But at the same time, you still think about this person. But if you want to run, then you should run. If that's what you want to do, just protect what really matters to you, because whatever this is, you're going to have a victory in this connection. And it's around attracting something in. Wow. It's around, I'm hearing the law of attraction. Shit. Some of y'all was playing games with the law of attraction, but it's not like she's playing games with you back. It's just like you're understanding how the law of attraction works, because whatever this was, I feel like you were attracting it the whole time. And that's crazy to me, but you were. And I'm not sure, why are they saying the sun? Because I feel like whatever this was, like it's like a stitch in time saves nine. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's kind of like a wrinkle in time. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it's like it could have happened, but you avoided it. But you didn't know you were avoiding it, but you were this close to it. You were literally this close to it, like literally like this. And you were like, you didn't realize that that's what it was. And you're having a victory and understanding stuff about being paranoid. Okay, we're gonna move into the extended reading, you guys, because this is deep, and I can't talk about this on the channel, you guys, because but yeah, you guys follow the link in the description bar. You know, it's a quota for the week. So I just try not to over upload on there. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to do an extended, but this needs to be extended. All right. Bye, you guys.